Okay, so the new Fortnite Override season just came out, and today we're going to be ranking every single item that does damage in this season. So yeah, that's basically it. Weapons alongside items that do damage. And for the items that do damage, but, do other stuff like what? Give you movement, we're going to rank them based on how they perform as a weapon, not on other factors like movement, as I just said before. So yeah, without further ado, let's actually get into this. Starting off at dead last place is the base boost at 16th. So yeah, you can basically get this thing from hacking chests, and as a weapon, this thing is terrible. It's decent movement, but we already have overdrives and sonic shoes in the game, and even mega blasters have better movement. And also, it only does 10 damage to players, so it's mid movement, but like bad damage. It's just bad as a weapon, I can't lie. At 15th place is the Worry Dropping Pistol, which can only be obtained in Zero build. So yeah, look at the DPS and tell me how this thing isn't bad. Like, bro, do I even need to explain anything with that DPS? Like, bro, let's just move on already. At 14th place is the Sonic Power Sneakers. Anyways, the Sonic Power Sneakers are actually like good for movement, but bad for damage. Only does 25, but the thing is about that 25 damage, you get it by locking onto players, and that's kind of useful, but the damage doesn't really make up for it. And the fact that you do 25 damage like every 5 seconds, because it takes so long to hold an attack, kind of brings us down a lot. So yeah, that's why it's here. At 13th place is the Oni Shotgun, which you can also get from chest hacks. And if you're actually spending your precious sprite dust just to use this thing, then you need to seek mental help like right now, because this thing is genuinely terrible. If you use this thing in chapter 6 season 1, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, because this thing is genuine ass cheese, bro. Can't lie. Next at 12th place is the Harpoon Gun, and yeah, this thing can pull people to you and does 75 damage, but other than that, that's it. Also, you only get a limited amount of uses, only being able to use it like 10 times before it just pops out of existence. So yeah, the ammo and the damage kind of limited, but the grappling thing where it grapples people to you is kind of useful. But again, we focus on things that make it more like a weapon instead of the other gimmicks that it does. So yeah, that's why the Harpoon Gun's here. But at least it's better than the Oni Shotgun. At 11th place is the Flare Gun. And sure, the recon's pretty good, but it only focuses on what makes it a weapon, and that is the damage. It only does 60 damage every single time you use it, and also has a limited magazine size. Like, you can only use 6 or 7 shots before it just withers away, and that's kind of annoying. It also does set fires on wood, which is pretty good, but yeah, other than that, the Flare Gun isn't really good compared to the rest of the weapons, and it isn't really wood as well, so that's why it gets it. At 10th place is the Ranger AR, the AK for the season. Well, this thing is a heavy hitter, doing 40 damage, I believe, in gold, and that's pretty good, but the fire rate, I just can't with the fire rate, and it just feels kind of clunky to use. Like Tyler Fries said in one of his ranking videos when he was talking about the Ranger AR this season, it feels like it has a little bit of recoil, and I don't know why. Like, every time I use it, it just feels kind of inconsistent. Like, it's hard hitting, yeah, that's good, but it's not really good to use in close range situations, so that's why it's here. Also, it's kind of inferior to every other weapon on this list. Well, the other 9 that I'm about to rank. At 9th place is the Mega Buster. Fortnite, what do you think with this thing, man? Mega Buster, are we serious? But yeah, the Mega Buster is kind of bad. It feels clunky and inconsistent. Yeah, they buffed it, they buffed the damage, but it still feels weird to use. And it's essentially just a bug blaster, and that thing was mid as well, so yeah. At 8th place is the Drum Gun. Technically the only SMG in the game right now. And yeah, this thing, it's decent, it's okay, but I'd much rather take the Scar or the Tac over a drum gun, because it feels like it just doesn't really have a place in the loot pool. I mean, cool that you get to spray with it, but you already have the tactical pistol, which can spray and be accurate at the same time, so we don't really need this. 7th place is the 8-bit shotgun, and yeah, this thing could have been better than the pump, but to be honest, it does not do 117 damage in gold. More like 17. This thing is lying to me. It feels more like a tickle monster than it something that should actually hit like a pump. It literally does the same, if not more damage than the pump, the damage per shot. But then when I actually use it, it just feels like a tickle monster. Tickle every shot. I don't even understand. It should be better than the pump, considering the fact that it does the same, if not more damage than it, and has a faster fire rate than it. But I guess it just tickles for some reason. Why? At 6th place is the minigun. And yes, I know it's a DPS of 250, and yes, you may not be surprised that's this low on the list, but let me explain. we gotta dive into the amount of time it takes for it to, the amount of time between the time that you pull it out and the time that you actually shoot it. Because to me, it feels like a pretty damn long time. And sometimes when I use this thing, I try to pull it out, I try to shoot, but it doesn't shoot. I have to wait like a million seconds before it shoots, and I always die. I literally died to an AI trying to use this because I was trying to spray, but it sprayed way too late, and it's just so annoying. At 5th place is the dualies, and you may be beyond surprised at how this is better than the minigun. But this thing just got buffed today, and it's so accurate now. It's actually really good. Like, I'm not even joking this time. Use it with the chest hacks and everything. You'll see my point. But yeah, the dualies are like pretty good, and they also do like what, 40 to 50 damage in gold. So yeah, with a fire rate of 3 as well, so it makes it like a pretty good weapon to use in close range and long range. At 4th place is the tactical pistol, and some people like freaking Bifilus30 were already glazing this thing before the new season even came out, saying how it was gonna be the meta and all of that. But there's already one other ranged weapon, well, 2 other ranged weapons that are miles better than the tac. It's still a pretty viable weapon and reasonable weapon to use in close and long ranges, considering the fact that you can spray like an SMG and you can use it like an AR at long ranges. But the Scar is so much better than the tac because, you know, it does like what, in its 20s, like 20 damage of fire rate of 6. And the Scar, yes, I think it may have lesser of a DPS than the tac, but the Scar, it does like almost 40 damage, like what, 36 or 7 with a fire rate of like 5 to 6. So yeah, the Scar is better and the tac is good, but the Scar, again, it's really good. But to be honest, it just depends on preference. At 3rd place is the pump shotgun, and we all know the pump, and we all love the pump. And it's obviously the meta shotgun of the season. Because, again, it's really good. It's a really good shotgun. We all know how this thing works. But the thing is, you can do 100 pump with it, so it makes it even better. At 2nd place is the Dekabok Damnem, the Scar. Yeah, this thing is really good. I like it. But to be honest, it generally depends on preference, whether you like this over the tac or that over the Scar. The tac over the Scar. But yeah, the Scar is pretty good. It's pretty accurate now compared to what it was in like, what, Chapter 4, where it had the craziest bloom known to man, worse than the AK. Like, dude, the bloom used to be terrible. But now it's good. It's actually manageable. Again, has a pretty decent damage. Has a pretty decent fire rate. And it's just an all-rounder AR, which can do anything like pretty good, but it doesn't do anything that's specifically outstanding. But yeah, that's what makes it the Scar, because of how, you know, well-rounded and balanced it is. And at 1st place is the Midas Monster Piece. It does 300 at head. I don't even need to say anything else. And it's a pistol too. Does 125 to the body, and it's already better than the Metal. Don't need to say anything else. But we still got to outline the negatives. The pull-out time is probably like a second long, and it takes forever to reload, and it does have a limited magazine size. No, not magazine size. The amount of times you can use it. Only 7 times. 7 shots before it runs out and withers away. But yeah, other than that, the Midas Monster Piece is the best weapon of the season because of the 300 headshot and 125 body shot. And yeah, that's every single weapon in Chapter 7 Season 4 ranked. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like and subscribe. Let's try and hit 3,000 before 2027 and see you all soon.